Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Top table tonight. Week 3, pivotal week for all teams. This is the midpoint of Swiss competition in the Chaos Cup. Tonight, we have the last two entirely undefeated teams facing off against each other. It is Tracksuit Mafia versus Pippy Fan Club. Chaos versus Lizardman. Let's take a look at the standings really quick. As you can see, Knee High to Nuffle advanced into first place in their absolute clinic last night against Take the Wood, Take the Bad. They won 3-0, advanced into first place with 7 points and a TD differential of 6. But not far behind are Tracksuit Mafia and Pippy Fan Club in second and third place, respectively. Both teams are completely undefeated. No losses, no draws. They are 2-0-0, 6 points apiece. Tracksuit Mafia currently ahead of the Pippy Fan Club by 2 TDs in their TD differential. A win puts one of these teams back into first place. A tie will keep them exactly where they are. Both teams, of course, looking for a win. Let's take a look at their lineups. First up, we have Tracksuit Mafia, coached by the current Chaos Cup champion, Merrick. He's coming in with a TV of 1,100 tonight, a full roster of 11 players. Jedi George 1 says, good luck, but excuse me if I don't trust a bro. And it's nothing but bros on this list. 11 players on the roster. He has the big guy, Bro Ivan. He's the Minotaur. He has Mighty Blow. He has Horns. Wild Animal also almost guarantees to be taking blocks and almost certainly will be the preferred blitzer. But look at all the Beastmen. They have horns as well. That means if the Minotaur can't do the blitzing, one of the Beastmen surely could. The number 2 Chaos Warrior leveled up. He picked up the block skill. The 2 Chaos Warriors, of course, was with a strength of 4. Block is always a solid choice, especially on a high strength player like that. He is a monster. 3 TRRs, that's a lot. 1 Apothecary to protect who? I'm taking bets whether this Apothecary sees any service in this competition at all, but we'll see. 2 Fan Factor. Hank the Ranger asks, what's the over-under for skink injuries deaths tonight? Cleffy says 3. Merrick's team here, Tracksuit Mafia being a chaos team, they're a murder team. They are trying to level up. They are their weakest at low TV, but they are by no means weak. You can see from this roster, decent strength, very resilient. They've got horns. They've got lots of skill. What is happening? Are we doing this again? Are we doing this again? All right, I know how to fix this. I know how to fix this. I think I know how to fix this. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Man, I've identified the problem. Man, Razer Synapse is terrible software. I'm sorry, Razer. All right. Anyway, being a chaos team, they're their weakest at low TV, but they're not weak. They're only going to get stronger and stronger once they start picking up these mutations. Once they start picking up piling on, Mighty Blow, Claws, they are going to be a nightmare to deal with. I might even say verging on broken, but we're not there yet. He has 2 Fan Factor and a lot of TRRs, 3 TRRs here. He's going to be up against Pippy Fan Club here, coached by El Nubarino. Also coming in with a full roster, 11 players. Christina Aguilera, the skink, is injured. She has a serious concussion, which brings her AV down to 6, as you can see there, which almost guarantees that she is sacked in week 4, as there are 4 skinks to play tonight, one of which is Britney Spears. Britney Spears leveled up with the sidestep skill. The skinks are stunty. They have dodge, and sidestep is an excellent complement to those 2 skills. We will see Britney Spears being the preferred ball handler tonight. Mariah Carey, the Saurus, one of 6 on this roster. You can carry a max of 6 on a Lizardman team. Has picked up the block skill, just as we saw with the Chaos Warrior. Very solid pickup for such a high-strength player. Really a very solid pickup for just about any player. And then the big guy, Bjork, the big gal, Bjork, the Croxagore, with that prehensile tail and mighty blow. Just 2 TRRs as opposed to Tracksuit Mafia's 3. 1 Apothecary to protect those fragile skinks. And wow, 4 Fan Factor. He has got a definite advantage of the Fan Factor tonight. How are these two teams going to play? The TV difference is 10K in El Nubarino's favor. That's not going to mean a whole lot for Tracksuit Mafia. They only have 10K in the bank. It's not going to get them anything. So nothing in inducements. It's just going to be straight teams tonight. No wacky inducements. Jedi George says, fans love Pippy. Everybody loves Pippy. Claffy says, my understanding is Hank the Ranger is able to predict all future kickoff events. So what is it going to be? He is a seer. He is a soothsayer. Merrick is going to be looking to take some hits. He's going to be looking to try to get player advantage. That's going to be very difficult against this Lizardman team. He's going to have to focus on the skinks with the AV of 7. El Nubarino, of course, is going to be perfectly aware of this fact, and he is going to protect those skinks at all costs. He's got so much strength on that roster to do so. Merrick's going to have to leverage his horns, make key blitzes, and try to start blocking down players, get some player advantage, and if they can't do that, then get some field control on defense. On offense, Merrick, I think, is going to have to play a lot like his opponent tonight. He's going to have to play a running game with a standard cage, try to poke some holes in the defense and run that ball down the pitch. The Lizardmen team are going to do what Lizardmen do. They are caging up on offense. They will probably go man-to-man on defense. You can see they have a lot of strength 4 on their roster. That's versus a lot of strength 3 against Merrick. So that means a man-to-man defense is going to favor El Nubarino tonight. And Merrick's going to have to be very cognizant of this and decide where he wants to put his players. He definitely doesn't want to get these Chaos Warriors to get locked down. If he does, he'll be in trouble tonight. But if he can make good blitzes, if he makes considered blitzes that will result in something that is advantageous to the drive, he can come out with the win tonight. So we'll see if both coaches are ready to go, and if they are, we will get underway. It looks like they're both in Discord. Hank the Ranger says, I'm not feeling as in tune with my second abilities tonight. I also need to see which team is kicking off. That's all right. You don't have your reagents tonight. If the coaches are underway, they'll be in the inducement phase. The inducement phase will go very quickly. As we said, it'll be 10K in Tracksuit Mafia's favor, but they only have 10K in the bank. That's a total of 20K to spend, and you can't get anything for 20K. So nothing's going to happen in the inducement phase. Both teams looking for a win. If they get a win tonight, if they get a win tonight, then they will all but guarantee their slot in the top 4 for the Chaos Cup. However, even with a loss, they're still in pretty good shape. Both teams, as we said, currently undefeated. Currently undefeated, but maybe they're both gonna die. Game's about to get underway. We'll see who is going to start on defense. It looks like it's going to be Tracksuit Mafia. So Tracksuit Mafia is going to kick this game off. Claffy says we all have our hopes. He is demanding death. Thank you for the bits, by the way. I appreciate it. He's demanding lots of death. 3-man defensive line for Pippy Fan Club at the moment. They, of course, got the fame advantage. They had 4-2 fan factor. Hank the Ranger says, who won the fame? Pip's Pippy Fan Club won the fame. They have +1 fame. I don't know what the die roll was yet, but they had 2 fan factor versus 2 for Tracksuit Mafia. Tracksuit Mafia going toe-to-toe on that defensive line. I'm sorry. Pippy fan club going toe-to-toe on this defensive line. God, all that strength. All strength 4, strength 4, strength 4, strength 4, strength 4. Oh, and if that wasn't enough, you got the strength 5 in the Croxagore. Tracksuit Mafia is going to have to... The Croxagore goes back into the center position. Tracksuit Mafia is going to have to leverage the low AG of this Lizard team and try to make some good marks in addition to those blitzes. But I think he's really going to have to focus on the blitzes. The blitzes are going to have to be smart. The blitzes are going to have to be in service of the drive. Hank the Ranger says, I'm feeling a gentle gust of wind makes the ball scatter 1 additional square because that is the worst result. Heavy up the line. Still a 3-man line. 1 in the right wide zone on Mariah Carey, in fact, on the line of scrimmage. But Lisa Loeb in the left wide zone is back a couple of spaces. He still has 26 seconds to set up. 2 halfbacks right behind the line. And the 4 skinks are deep to receive and also to be protected here. Pulling all the players in, leaving the wide zones wide open. Clypheus. Clypheus cheering for the offense. Thank you. Do you see this? Hank the Ranger did it again. He is a seer! A seer! Changing weather nice. A gentle gust of wind. That'll be a touchback that'll go into the hand of one of the skinks. Clypheus is hoping for death for everyone, cheering for both the offense and the defense. Thank you for the bits, Clypheus. Oh, wow. He puts the ball in the hands of Tori Amos, the Saurus. He's going to leverage that, that strength. I think that's a good call. Well done. The Sauruses are not slow. Hard to take down. They're easy to tie up, however. We'll see if Tracksuit Mafia can take advantage of that. But first, we're going to get some blocks. He's going to have to pull somebody in for an assist first to do so. In fact, he'll have to pull 2 people in. There's assist number 1 with Alanis Morissette on the right side of the pitch. 2-die block on the Chaos Warrior. Well done. Now the block on who? Does he take it on the big guy first, or does he pull a guy in to get a block on the Chaos Warrior? The Chaos Warrior does have block on the left side of the line, the left defensive tackle. Lefty says, I love that play. You would never want to have one try to pick up the ball, but if you don't have to make the roll, seems pretty good. I agree. Takes the block with the big guy against the opposing big guy. 2-die block, clean hit. Well done. Doesn't follow up. Has to pull another player in if he wants to get a 2-die block on the Chaos Warrior. If he's going to take the block on the Chaos Warrior, he definitely needs to make it a 2-die block. It's a skilled Chaos Warrior. Here's the blitz. Good hit. Took it with Mariah Carey. That's the Saurus with the block skill. Gets a stun. Frees up Jewel, the number 10 Saurus. 3 Sauruses left, 3 Saurai left, and all 4 skinks. Cliffy says, stuns are not death. They are not. It's going to be hard. Hard to murder tonight. Unless it's against those skinks. Pip's Pippy Fan Club setting up a loose cage around the ball carrier at center pitch. Here comes the Saurus, not the Sauruses, the skinks. "14 seconds left. 3 skinks left to do something with. shuffling them around. He doesn't want to put them in harm's way. Turn 1, back to Tracksuit Mafia. Cliffy says, are all the skinks just going to huddle behind the ball? He doesn't want them to get hit. That is for sure. I mean, barring touchbacks, they're really his only ball carriers. If all 4 skinks are off the pitch, he's going to have a real tough time trying to pick up the ball. 2-die horn splits with the big guy. This is going to be a push result. Wow. I imagine he's going to stay put with this Minotaur. He can't. The Minotaur has Frenzy. I was just about to say that. I was like, wow, he's got Frenzy. He takes it as his first action. I just spaced out. Good block on the 1-die Frenzy follow-up. But now that Minotaur is in a world of trouble. Hank the Ranger says Frenzy Trap. Yes, indeed. And there he is. He is going after these skinks with Bro Merritt. The number 8 Beastman, he's in the backfield. Cliffy says, well, he did get a knockdown. He did get a knockdown, but now this Minotaur is in danger of just being out of this drive entirely. But we'll see. Wow, sends 2 Beastmen back to go after these skinks. So he's getting aggressive on these skinks. He wants to take them off the pitch, but he has to be careful. Those skinks can very easily just run right around him. They have an MA of 8. Clypheus asks, I wonder if he'll try to foul the Minotaur with a skink. I don't know. I think it's early. I think it's a little early for fouling. It's just too risky, in my opinion. Tracksuit Mafia shifts left. Shifts their defense left to fill in the hole in front of the cage. And now, Pip's Pippy Fan Club almost certainly going to take a block on the big guy. Here it is. 2-die block. Clean hit. We'll follow up for sure. Has to make some decisions. Everybody on the line is currently marked. He can free up 1 player with a 2-die block against the number 3 Chaos Warrior. That's Bro Red October. Takes the block, gets a push. Oh, I don't think he wants. Does he want to follow up? Yeah, he decides to follow up. He's not going to get the assist here. He'll need to bring somebody over to make that a 2-die block against the Chaos Warrior. When you block, you get an assist from your adjacent allies, provided they're not in somebody else's tackle zone. So because this Saurus is in the tackle zone of the number 6 Beastman, he doesn't get the assist. That's why the skink comes up to assist. That made it a 2-die block, and again, another push. He's looking for better than that. He's looking for a knockdown. Blitz on the number 5 Beastman defending the right wide zone. This will be a knockdown. He's got 1 space left to move if he wants to move. And he does. That's the ball carrier. What's the play now? I guess he'll move Osiris in this way and come out over here. Yes, indeed. Three skinks to do something with. Protect, run away, mark. I think this Saurus Mariah Carey, I think she's probably going to stay put. She could take a 1-die wow, good dodge. What was that? What was that? That was an AG1 dodge. Positive dodge made it a 5+, and he succeeded. Wow. Dodges are AG rolls. An AG of 1 means you need a 6 to succeed. A dodge, you get a +1 just for attempting it. And so if there are no negative modifiers, that makes that a 5+ to succeed. And he did it. Here comes the foul. He is going to foul right out of the gate. Gets a KO on the big guy. Wow. Wow. Hank the Ranger said misclick. Maybe so. Oh, the Apothecary was spent. So that's turn 2. The Apothecary is done. Tracksuit Mafia opting to leave the Minotaur on the pitch. Wow. Turn 2 back to Tracksuit Mafia. Who did I say the murder team was? I got it wrong. It looks like it's Pip's Pippy fan club. Lifey says, yes, I like seeing the Apothecary used early. It means all future deaths stick. It does indeed. I don't know if I would have used the Apothecary there. Man. What a series of events. 1/3 dodge to a successful foul on the big guy to an Apothecary being spent on turn number 2. Tracksuit Mafia applying pressure to the right side of this this little gaggle of lizardmen. Looks like he's going to try to take a 2-die block on the skink. He could have done that. Well, if he wanted to, he could have done that with Bro Merit on a blitz. So not sure what the game plan is here, unless it's just to tie up the skink, which could very well be well enough. Hank the Ranger says those skinks are sneaky. They are. Shifts the player in the left wide zone back to this safety-ish position. Pulling players back, marks skinks over in the right wide zone, but he's going to eat 2 dice. Lots of marks, man. I don't know if I'd be comfortable with this. I might pull back a little bit, try to get a blitz to get some chain blocks out of this, but it's tough. It's tough against such high-strength players. Got to find a place to make that blitz work. 2-die blitz on the skink. Horns makes it a +1. Let's go. Oh, it's a dodge push. Oh, that's unfortunate. Skinks with the dodge skill. If a defender stumbles, result is the result of the block, then they simply get pushed. They don't get knocked down. Clean hit on the Saurus. He's looking for something. Doesn't get it. Cliffy says, well, that skink doesn't have any... Alexa's talking to me. I shouldn't say her name. Cliffy says, well, that skink doesn't have any good places to go now. That's true, but just a couple of dodges... Well, it would have been just a couple of dodges away until the number 6 Beastman moved into position. 8 seconds left to play. Tracksuit Mafia with a really tight defense here. We'll see if it's going to work out. Pip's Pippy fan club. Lots of decisions, lots of potential blocks to make. Wow, all the skinks are in the thick of it right now. Cliffy says, this is what I want to see. All the players in one place just slugging it out. All but one of the skinks currently in a precarious situation. They can dodge out fairly easily with the exception of Fiona Apple, the number 3 skink right here. The number 1 skink, Britney Spears, doesn't have to dodge at the moment. And they don't have to dodge if blocks come out of this in such a way where they can get their marks pushed off of them. Under a minute to go in turn 3 for Pip's Pippy fan club. No movement yet. Blitz right out of the gate. 2-die blitz. Good hit on the number 8 Beastman. That frees up the number 4 skink, Avril Lavigne. Two skinks free to do something now. Man, is he going to try to foul the Minotaur again? I wouldn't have fouled the Minotaur in the first place, but maybe he will. Maybe he says that's what I've got 4 skinks for. follow up with the blitzer to mark the number 2 Chaos Warrior over on the left side of the line. 25 seconds left to play. Just one action taken. Avril Lavigne moves behind Jewel. Lefty says foul the Minotaur again, probably. Maybe so. Doesn't look like it. Moves the free skink, Britney Spears, down the left wide zone. Threatening to pass now. 5 seconds to go. What does he do? It's going to set the cage up. Not even a cage. Sets some protection around the ball carrier. The ball carrier crosses the line of scrimmage. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So he's got a little bit of protection here. Not bad, but Tracksuit Mafia can start trying to apply even greater pressure on the ball carrier. We'll see what they decide to do. They've got some skinks over on the right side of the pitch that are looking for some hurt as well. Hey, Cliffy says, oh man, it's skink murder time, I think. I think so too. Safety moves forward to mark the Saurus. This will be a 2-die block against the number 10 Saurus by Bro Casimierez. Gets a push out of it. Does he follow up is the question. He does. Decides to follow up. Marks the ball carrier, but he's eating 100 million dice back. He's currently eating 2 dice back. Stands up the number 8 Beastman. Gets a mark on Jewel. Stood up the big guy as well. Like I says, I bet some Beastmen come to join that scuffle. Well, here's one of them. Oh no. Number 11 Beastman moves back to try to get some coverage on this skink. He's a little far away. Takes a couple of steps back. If the skink moves at full speed, the Beastman will just be able to catch him. 1-die blitz with horns on the ball carrier. It's going to be a push. He's thinking about the TRR. Oh, he's thinking about it. Wise decision to not take the TRR. Follows up. Well done. But now that Beastman's going to eat 2 dice for his insolence. I don't think he can get anybody behind Toriamus, but at least he got the mark. The problem is Toriamus... Oh, boy. Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here on the upcoming turn, but we'll see. One die block on the skink takes the both down result. That's a fair trade, I think, but got nothing out of it. And now, Pippy Fan Club, turn 4. What to do? The ball carrier is effectively locked down. If he can take a 2-die block against the Beastman. But if he does, he doesn't go anywhere. He stays at the line of scrimmage. Certainly not going to dodge, not with an AG of 1. He's certainly not going to pass, not with an AG of 1. Cliffy says if he blitzes, he can't get rid of the ball. That's right. I mean, even if he blitzes to free himself up, he's got to hold on to the ball. One way or another, he's holding on to this ball. He's got to find a way to protect it. I think I think he just take the block. Take the block there, take the block here, and then get a good blitz somewhere. Oh, good. Very good stun on Bro Merritt behind the ball carrier. That was a threatening player. He'll be out for a turn. 2-die block on the big guy. Good hit. Yeah, the decision to put the ball in the hands of the Saurus, he's very strong, Very resilient, but if you need to get that ball to anyone else, good luck. Yeah, oh, he's going to take the blitz. All right, fair enough. Good hit with the ball carrier. He blitzes, frees up the ball carrier, gets a KO out of it. Well done. One-man player advantage now to Pip's Pippy fan club, and he's going to move this ball carrier, but where? But where? "30 seconds left for Pip's Pippy fan club here in their final turn of the first quarter. Moves him to the sideline. He's going to set up a half cage on the left sideline here with two skinks, it looks like. 2-die block on the Chaos Warrior, gets a push. Yeah, the sacrificial skinks on the half cage. What happens over the right? I think Shirley Manson probably wants to dodge out of town. Nope, she's going to lend an assist. Well, no, she's not going to lend anything. All right, fair enough. She dodges away. Another dodge to a foul. Fouling the big guy again. Only gets a stun out of it and gets called off for his trouble. All tied up. 10v10 now on the pitch. Hector Rich says, please foul the Minotaur. Your wish is granted. Tracksuit Mafia now needs to come after this ball. He can do it with relative ease. He'll probably blitz the forward skink, Avril Lavigne. Needs to take a block over here and start getting these players back in the drive as well. Yep, oh man, where are you gonna blitz from? I would blitz here. I wouldn't. Maybe this is fine. If you can push the skink here, you're eating up a space. Nope, he's gonna take it from the front. Fair enough. 3-die blitz, clean hit on the skink. Follows up, gets a tackle zone on the ball carrier. Fluffy says, given I almost certainly have to play one of these teams next week, I'm very upset with the situation so far. 2-die block on poor Alanis Morissette over in the right wide zone, but only gets a push, and she's going to get basically a free movement out of this and kind of get out of her jam. She'll get blocked down again here at least, but got a little forward movement out of that. Stands up the Beastman, moves him forward a couple of spaces. Only had 3 spaces to move after the stand-up. 2-die block yet again against Alanis Morissette. This time it'll be a good hit. These knockdowns on these Sauruses, even though you're not getting any injuries out of them, is effectively cutting their movement in half because they have to spend 3 MA to stand up. So that's a good hit. Moves the number 7 Beastman down pitch, try to place him D. Takes a 1-die block with the Chaos Warrior. That's the Chaos Warrior with the block skill. Well done. Now it's back at the line of scrimmage, and that'll be it for Tracksuit Mafia. Second quarter begins. Pippy fan club in a little bit of trouble. Actually, are they in trouble? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 GFIs to score. They can do a blitz. Nope. If they blitz, they can't score because it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Unless they did a blitz follow-up dodge, which they don't want to do. I think the play is a blitz with the Saurus, just move down pitch, and then the skinks come behind and fill in that half cage again. I think that's the play. But the question is, does he want to take some other blocks first? I would probably just do the blitz straight up. Do the blitz, move down pitch, secure the ball, and then take my blocks. I think that would be what I would choose to do. Two-die blitz. Gonna push the beastman this way. Doesn't want to get in the way of the ball carrier. Well done. Where's the blitzer go? Almost certainly going to tie up the beastman. Yes, well done. Cliffy says, I guess he could GFI score now. He can. It's 2 GFIs to score if he wants to score now. I don't think he has to, though. Yeah, I think he can just move these skinks into position. So this skink can go in the front, and the down skink can go behind. Yeah, good play by El Nubarino. Hank the Ranger says, never GFI. Never GFI! You know the odds. And now blocks back at the line of scrimmage. Plenty to take. Let's go. Another foul, perhaps? Is he going to risk it? He's down a skink already. 2-die block gets a push on the number 6 Beastman on the left side of this line. Lafayette reduced the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%. There'll be no GFIs on this turn. Frees up the Croxagore to move down the pitch. And he'll get behind the number 6 Beastman, eating up some tackle zones, having some field control here to keep players from pulling back toward the ball carrier. He might be looking to stall if he can. I don't know if he can, though. Lifey says, yeah, getting all the skink cut off would basically mean he's not ever picking up the ball again. Yeah. Number 2 skink, Shirley Manson, moves around the left side of the line. Turn 5, back to Tracksuit Mafia. Man, I think it's more of the same, right? I think maybe you take the blitz here. Failed the wild animal roll on. Fortunately, tried to stand up the big guy. Oh, wow, got a KO against the Saurus. Well done. One-man player advantage now for Tracksuit Mafia. Tried to stand up the Minotaur. The Minotaur is a wild animal. If he's not blocking or blitzing, then he has to roll a 4+ to take his action. Otherwise, it's a 2+. Failed dodge. He tried to go after the ball carrier? There's no way he makes this dodge. It's a 6. It's a 6! Wow. What after the ball carrier got stunned for his trouble? Clevy says, I don't think he can stall. I don't know. I think he can. El Nubarino weighing up his options now, whether he wants to score now or give it another turn. He's going to take a block back at the line. This is with the big guy, the big gal. Cliffy says, I would have blitzed the skink. I would have too. 2-die block on the number 7, I'm sorry, on the number 4 Beastman. This will be a push result. Doesn't follow up. Frees up Bro Alexander. He's got a 2-die block in the right wide zone. I imagine he's going to take as well with Alanis Morissette. Lifey says, playing a team of all AG2, I don't even consider dodges as a thing. Skink moves to get an assist on the number 11 Beastman. 2-die block. Gets a push. Pushes the Beastman away from the ball carrier, and of course will follow up. Well done. That Saurus with the strength of 4 means it's only a 1-die block coming back, so that's a good follow-up. There's the 2-die block in the right wide zone, but this is going to be a both down result. He's going to spend the TRR, and he gets skulls. Skulls. Skullduggery. Spent the TRR. Why not? It's turn 6. Turn 6 now, back to Tracksuit Mafia. Clive says, should have taken them both down. Yeah, I probably would have. Tracksuit Mafia, considering what they can do on defense. Their defense is pretty broken up at this point. They've got some free players in the right wide zone, but they are so far away. I think they need to descend on the ball carrier, force Pippy fan club to do something. He's got to take a blitz though. He's got to get on this ball carrier. I don't think he should blitz the ball carrier. They have failed the wild animal roll again. But that's all right. That's not a turnover. I think he needs to blitz the skink. Saurus can't dodge. I mean, he can dodge, but an AG of 1, especially into a negative dodge, is not a good time for the Saurus. Good block. Gets a stun on Lisa Loeb. It's not going to matter too much. 43 seconds left in turn 6. It's going to take the 2-die block on Jewel. That's going to free up another Beastman. Good hit on the Beastman. Hank the Ranger says, we saw last night what just marking the ball carrier can do to even a War Dancer. Indeed we did. All right, frees up a Beastman to take a blitz. Oh, what? He's not going to take the... Oh, man. Went for the GFI. You know the failure rate on GFIs. Takes the 3-die blitz. He's looking for a surf on the skink. He's going to get it. Man. Doesn't have the TRR left. Doesn't have the blitz left. He can't go after this skink. He's just going to... He's going to mark Britney Spears. That's not going to be enough. I have to imagine Pippy fan club is going to score here on turn 7. Moves players back to the brawl at center pitch, but it's not going to matter. Pippy fan club. Is he thinking about taking blocks? I would score. I would just score. Hank Rich says, leave Brittany alone! And there it is. 1-0. Well done. El Numerino's Pippy fan club takes the lead in honor of Pippy, one of the greatest Blood Bowl players in the Mid-Atlantic Mauling League. I think there's 1 turn left. See if anybody comes back onto the pitch. Nobody for Tracksuit Mafia, but Pippy fan club gets back their KO'd Saurus. That's going to even it up on the pitch, 10v10. Tracksuit Mafia is going to get 2 turns to score, so they can still score. They can score here. I think they need to play to try. All the skinks go into the backfield. Pippy fan club putting players up near the line, but not on the line. I think that's smart. Has a 3-man line at the moment. The big guy and 2 Sarses. 2 players in either wide zone. They're 3 spaces back apart. You know what? I think this is fine play. Hank the Ranger says, I'm feeling throw a rock. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Tracksuit Mafia, of course, setting up to try to score here. They're going to get 2 turns to go. Their Beastmen have a speed of 6, so they can go 6 here, 6 here, so they need at least 1 GFI. If they move full speed, they'll need 1 GFI to score. Cleffy says, if there's a rock, I want a series of 6 numbers from 30 to 60. 4-man line, he's going to try to block down the line. Why not? 2 back to receive. They're a little shallow. But we'll see. El Numerino probably going to go dead center on the kick. Actually, he might kick deep. Here's the kick. Brilliant coaching. Pippy Fan Club gets an extra TRR. Doesn't need it, but fair enough. And now Tracksuit Mafia needs to throw someone downfield. And I think that's the first order of business. No, he's going to take the blocks first. Taking the blocks first. In fact, I think he throws all 4 wide players down pitch. Failed the wild animal again. This time you see he was going to take a block, and the wild animal only fails on a 1, and indeed it did. Taking these blocks is risky. You got to get players in scoring position. He only has 1 TRR left, too. He might be thinking about just not scoring. He doesn't want to incur the wrath of the Sarses, but I totally would. Wow, went for the ball pickup first. Had to spend the TRR. Oh, man. What do you do now? Oh. You're not going to... Is he going to throw it? Is he going to throw it? He is going to throw it. Failed the pass. 50-50 pass. Didn't work out. Didn't get anybody in the scoring position, so he's not going to be able to score this half. 1 turn left. Turn 8. Action order matters in Blood Bowl. Pippy Fan Club finding themselves with an extra TRR by the grace of Nuffle. Cleffy says he gets the ball back the next half, right? Yes, he does. And now it will be Pippy Fan Club's turn to try to block down the line. 2-die block is a... Oh, me, oh my. Quadruple skulls for Pip's Pippy Fan Club. Final turn of the game, turn 8 for Tracksuit Mafia. Cleffy says stun doesn't matter. Indeed, it does not. Now it's just about getting some hits, maybe getting some SPP on the pass. Two-die block on the Croxagore. Good hit. It's going to be a 1-die frenzy follow-up. He doesn't have the TRR. That's the end of the first half. Hank the Ranger says, still think that if Croc should be able to throw the Skinks, I feel the Skinks are too proud for that. Cleffy says, I noticed he's trying to pass with the 5 SPP Beastmen. Yeah, trying to level up that Beastman, but took that risky frenzy block first and didn't get an opportunity to. So this time, Tracksuit Mafia got back a player, and they will have a 1-man player advantage going into the second half. They're also going to be on offense. Cleffy says got his Beastman back, so it's going to be 11v10, I think. Yes, indeed. Gets a second opportunity to score here. What do you do? You're not a particularly fast team. You're not slow either, but if you score too early, you're going to give Pip's Pippy Fan Club ample opportunity to win the game 2-1. If you score too late, then you're playing for a draw. So this is always a predicament. I have a real tough time making this decision as a coach. I wonder if Merrick is having the same tough choice to make here, or if he has a plan. Like he says, I think he's going to play for the draw. 3-man defensive line going with the exact same defensive formation for Pip's Pippy Fan Club as they did in the last drive. Tracksuit Mafia with a 4-man line. They're pulling one player off the line of scrimmage in either wide zone. 3 players back to receive. Wow, wow, wow. Hank the Ranger says this game has been injury deficient. 0 out of 5 stars. Will not shop here again. Here's the kick. Neither team with a kicker. Both teams get their TRRs back. 3 for Tracksuit Mafia, 2 for the Pippy fan club. Could we see sweltering heat? No! We see more nice weather just to rub salt in the wound. Here's the touchback. Clivey says, I'm not sure I understand having 3 players back. Yeah, I don't know either. Even if you have if you want one guy back to cover the ball carrier, you can usually set them up around here and then just see where the ball goes and move your player accordingly. Clivey said, give it to the Minotaur. So he's going to move the ball carrier toward the line, setting up a... I'm not sure. Is he going to set up a tight cage here or not? He's not. He's going to set up a loose cage behind the line. Takes a 2-die block on the line. Clean hit on the number 5 Saurus on the right side of the line. Probably takes the block on the left side of the line now. No, he's going to take it with the big guy. Double skulls. He'll have to spend the TRR. This one works out. He doesn't have a TRR left. If he's going to move these players in the wide zone, he should do it before he rolls some dice, in my opinion. Gonna take the block. Final block on the line gets a push result. Follows up, but shifting into the left here opens up. Hank the Ranger needs a hero. All right, yeah, leaving that hole open would have left a blitz opportunity, but he filled it in, took the blitz himself, gets a push on Lisa Loeb. Well done by Merrick. I need to turn down those sound effects for myself. Turn 9 now for the Pippy fan club. Clifey says, get a Beastman back to threaten the Skinks. They are in danger. Currently, that's why they're so far back. Pippy fan club doesn't want to put them into danger, but if they are put into danger, you can bet Tracksuit Mafia is going to do something about it. Failed the boneheaded roll for the first time this evening. The Crackscore is going to stay on the ground. Clifey says it might make him have to pull some Sarces back to try to defend them or run them around. It could. I don't know if Pippy fan club would actually do that, though. I think they might just dodge those Skinks away and just move them to the weak side. Unless Tracksuit Mafia comes in guns blazing like they did in the first half, but I don't think they want to do that on offense here. 2-die blitz on the cage. Good hit. Hank Grove says those Skinks will swarm you if it's just one player. That's true. Ball carrier is now marked by Lisa Loeb. Second Saurus walks in. That's 2 marks on the ball carrier right now. Also marking the back left corner of the cage. Marks the left tackle. 2 Sauruses left to do something with. Oh, here come the Skinks. Here come the Skinks. the number 2 skink, Shirley Manson, moves toward the line of scrimmage in the left wide zone. Should be available for some assists and potential ball duty as well. .25 seconds to play in turn 9. Pulls the number 7 Sars, Mariah Carey, back toward the cage. Pulls Alanis Morissette back toward the cage as well. Final 2 skinks are going to stay in the backfield. Turn 10 to Tracksuit Mafia. If they want a 2-die block on Jewel, they'll need to put 2 players into it. Life says dodging seems pretty iffy. It does. It does indeed. He's gonna do it. Well done. 2/3 chance on the blitz. Oh, I'm sorry, on the dodge. Works out. Now he's got 2 free beastmen to shore up this cage in the right wide zone. But now he's committed to the wide zone. So we will see Pippy fan club shift all of their players left. And if Tracksuit Mafia can't get momentum forward, they might find themselves stuck. 2-die block at the line. Good hit. Good stun as well. Marks the 2 Sarses closest to the cage with 1 Chaos Dwarf. Oh, I'm sorry, Chaos Warrior. Chaos Dwarf. 1 Chaos Warrior. He has the block skill. If he's stuck and punching each other for the next 6 turns, sounds pretty decent to me. Here's the blitz. Frenzy follow-up with the Minotaur. 2-die follow-up. Also another push. Man, oh man. Didn't get anything out of that Frenzy blitz. Good blitz, though. Good use of Frenzy. Get him, Eric. Tie this game up. Thank you for the bits, Clypheus. I appreciate it. Tracksuit Mafia pulls everybody over to the right. And now turn 10 back to Pippy fan club. Good positioning by Tracksuit Mafia to try to keep this right wide zone clear. We'll see at least 1 skink move over here, but everyone else pretty well effectively tied up and prevented from getting in front of the cage. Cleffy says, did you watch your game and think, I can do that? What's with all this dodging? Brings in the assist. He's going to take the blitz on the big guy. 2-die blitz. Clean hit on the Minotaur. He'll follow up. Wow. Wow. Now what do you GFI with him? Do you GFI with the Saurus? Does Gwen Stefani GFI? Hank the Ranger says no. No. No, you do not. One minute, 3 seconds. The free Saurus now gets in front of this cage. Leffy says, is the Croxagore 9AV? He is. It's a 1-die 50-50 block with Mariah Carey. I don't know if he wants to take it. Takes a 2-die block on the number 5 Beastman. He has a free Saurus left to do something with as well. Shirley Manson probably going to pull back. Well, maybe actually Shirley Manson might come down here and just try to be a player ready to score. Like he says, 1 assist and a blitz probably pushes that Saurus out of the way. What do you do with Jewel? What do you do with the number 10 Saurus? He is just going to harass the back of the cage, marks the number 6 Beastman. I think that's a good trade for Tracksuit Mafia, honestly. Nope. Shirley Manson's going to pull back and play some D. Lend an assist on the Chaos Warrior. 2-die block. Good hit. He's looking for a 10 plus. Didn't get it. Got a 9. Turn 11. Back to Tracksuit Mafia. The focus is on the cage. Does he want to stand up players first? Probably, yeah. It's always a tough call standing up players. When the players are prone, the only way they can be injured is on a foul, and you can only take 1 foul a turn. When all the players are standing, they can all be blocked. Minotaur stands up. Lifey says, Minotaur blitz the skink. Well, that's not going to happen. Tracksuit Mafia is still with, no, down a TRR. He's down to 2 TRRs. Each team has 2 TRRs. Going to move the cage forward 1 space, unless he's going to take the block on the Saurus. I think you do, but that skink is filling in the gap over here. Oh, man, he has to spend a TRR. This one's going to work. Now what? Hank the Ranger lowers the GFI failure rate from 900% to 99%. Good block by the ball carrier. Good stun. Wow, Alanis Morissette is stunned. She'll be out for a turn. I think the cage just has to stay right here on the 6-yard line. I think Bro Boris maybe takes a step back. Yeah. And then the rear of the cage moves forward to fill in. Hank Ranger says go backwards. Yes, indeed. Clyphia says, oh, that is a good stun. It is. That's a great stun. $30 seconds to play in turn 11 for Tracksuit Mafia. Looking for hits to take. Oh, took a dodge! Doesn't have the reroll. Probably wouldn't have taken it anyway. Turn 11, back to the Pippy fan club. What do you do? What do you do? Lifey says, I think all of his Sauruses are now tied up next turn, and 1 is stunned. Assuming it stays that way, he might be able to move forward a bit. Indeed. Gonna take a block with Jewel. He has to spend the TR. Oh, no! Quad skulls again. And that is absolutely unfortunate for the Pippy fan club. Basically a wasted turn, and now Merrick has a real opportunity here to move this cage forward. Not just move this cage forward, but defend it very well and almost guarantee a score on the following turn. Tell me this isn't going to be a skink blitz. Tell me you're not going to blitz Britney Spears. Standing up players first. Yeah. Oh. Moves forward doesn't want to keep marking Jewel. He wants to bring the assist in on Mariah Carey first. Oh, man, I would go for that blitz. 2-die blitz on the skink. It's going to be a push result. That's all he needs. Oh, but the skink has sidestep. The skink has sidestep. Yeah, Clypheus just said, or both Hank the Ranger and Clypheus mentioned sidestep. Hank the Ranger says she has sidestep and could run on the parade on a dodge push. Yes, indeed. Clypheus says that skink has sidestep, so if he doesn't get a knockdown, they'll move him in place, which isn't great for him. Oh, man. Britney Spears has sidestep. All those dance moves. They really work out in Blood Bowl. A lot of famous pop stars, a lot of famous dancers move over the Blood Bowl. That's why you see Alanis Morissette. That's why you see Jewel. That's why you see Britney Spears now playing in Blood Bowl. Those dance moves really come in handy. 33 seconds left now for Tracksuit Mafia. Now what do you do? What do you do? I think you move the cage forward regardless, but now you're oh gosh. I don't know what you do. I don't know what to do. Marks the number 4 skink, Avril Lavigne. He's gonna shift this cage one space over, but he's gonna have a number of marks on the cage. In fact, every corner of the cage, except the back right corner, is gonna be marked. Oh, man. Takes a 2-die block, clean hit with the Minotaur. Oh, and gets a KO on Gwen Stefani. Well done. Wow. 2-man player advantage now for Tracksuit Mafia, right? 2-man? 2 versus 0? Yeah, 2-man player advantage. Tried to dodge a Beastman, didn't work out. That's that prehensile tail at work. I think the Ranger says Apoth. Tracksuit Mafia doesn't have their apothecary anymore. The stunned Saurus, Alanis Morissette, gets to stand back up. Might even be a stand-up blitz. Jewel gets to stand up as well. Hank the Ranger says, apothecary I meant for the KO'd Saurus. Fair enough. Apparently, El Nubrino chose not to use the apothecary. What's the play? Clypheus says 33% dodge chance and he's taking it. Man, does he think he's running elves? Under a minute, or just 1 minute to play in the final turn of the third quarter. Two-die block on the front right corner of the cage. Double skulls, are you kidding me? Has to spend the tier. Oh no! Oh no! Skulls all day long. Wow. Hank the Ranger says that's like 8 in a row. It is. That is so unfortunate. Tracksuit Mafia has been praying to Nuffle. Fourth quarter is going to begin. They're going to get another shot here. Two-die block on the skink. Doesn't work. He's going to have to push, and it's going to be a sidestep push yet again. El Nubarino decides to push the skink onto the ball carrier. That skink's going to eat 2 dice here. Probably a blitz. We'll see. 3 dice straight up block. Finally, the skink goes down. And now what do you do with the ball carrier? Still can't score. Good positioning of the skink. Oh, it would have been good positioning if the skink didn't get knocked out. Will the apothecary be spent here? It doesn't. That frees up the lane. But can he protect the ball carrier is the question. He can't score this turn. He still has a blitz on the table. Clypheus demanded death. Clypheus says that puts a lot of players into being able to hit him. He's just going to run for the end zone. All right, fair enough. Now to do something with these skinks here. Three die block on the number 4 skink, Avril Lavigne. This will be a good hit. Oh. Gonna have to follow up on this push. Well done. Gets a 2 die block on Shirley Manson coming up as well. That'll also free up the Beastman behind this Chaos Warrior to do something with. It's going to be a dodge push. He'll follow up. Yes, indeed. Where does the Beastman go? Where does the Beastman go? I think the Beastman maybe gets in front of the skink. Yeah, good move. Good play. I think the Ranger says he still has a blitz in his pocket. He does, indeed. That's a very good point. Although I don't know what good it does him at this point. He could... he doesn't want to blitz with the Beastman. He's going to dodge with the Beastman. Good dodge. 3+ dodge. Get some tackle zones to protect the ball carrier. 16 seconds left. Turn 13 back to the Pippy fan club. What a game this has been. No TRRs left for the Pippy fan club. I think at this point you go for blocks first, and then you start applying pressure with the ball carrier. Nope, he's going to send the skink down pitch first. Probably would dodge out Shirley Manson as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no problem. Although, can Shirley Manson get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With some GFIs and some blocking, she can get here. Doesn't do too much because the ball carrier can still just dodge this way. Can still just blitz, honestly. Clive says he can just dodge to a score. Clearly his agility team here can manage. Yeah, he's in pretty good shape here. No matter where that skink goes, he can take a blitz and then no, I think she still needs to go here. Wow, KO finally. 1-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia now. Hank the Ranger says, uphill skink block. I would love to see it. He could, with some dodges and GFIs, I think he could make it a 1-die block with the skink. Let's see. Skink with a speed of 8 could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Couldn't quite do it. 30 seconds to play. He's gonna do the blitz. Here we go. Uphill blitz. Doesn't have a TRR. He's gotta get a push out of it. He'll follow up. He has to. Now, is the Saurus gonna dodge? Is the Saurus gonna try to dodge? It would be 2 dodges for this Saurus. He is! Oh! Ah! He dodges the Saurus! Oh my goodness! Wow! Holy moly! Wow! What? Whoa! What is going on? And now, Tracksuit Mafia is in a little bit of danger. They're going to have to take the blitz. They're going to have to follow up. They're going to have to hope for the knockdown. Well, no, they can take the blitz. They don't really care if it's a knockdown or not. It's a dodge either way, so... Oh, boy. This is not good. This is not good at all. He's got to spend the TRR, man. And now, oh boy, this poor beast man. Oh man, what a game this has been so far. And now I guess he's looking at a dodge blitz. What's the play here? Does he think he can protect the ball carrier? Is that what's going to happen? Looks like he's going to take the blitz on the Saurus. All right, fair enough. Failed the wild animal roll. 50-50 on that. That's fine. Doesn't result in a turnover. He'll take the blitz now on Saurus. We'll get a 2-die blitz on the Saurus. Doesn't... Yeah, I was just about to say, Hank the Ranger says no TRRs. He doesn't have any team rerolls left. Neither team does. Wow. Can you believe that double Saurus dodge? Oh no, just takes a block instead of a blitz. Doesn't work out. Looks like he might... No. Now the ball's on the ground. Still in pretty good shape. But getting at that ball is going to be difficult. He's running out of time. He only has 2 turns left. And no TRRs. The Minotaur being all by his lonesome is a problem as well. The blitz, probably not going to happen with the Minotaur. It still could, but because of that, and because he doesn't have a block to take, his wild animal rolls a 50-50 instead of a 5/6. 2-die block results in a push on the number 10 Beastman. 2-die block on the number 3 Chaos Warrior. This will be a good hit. This frees up a Saurus and feels up... feels up. Are you kidding me? Frees up the Croxagore. I don't know if I've ever seen a Saurus double dodge in my life. Gonna move a Saurus back to mark the 2 Beastmen on the left side of the ball, on the furthest away from the ball. Crocs' turn to go. The Crocs is boneheaded. He'll lose his turn on a roll of a 1. Precarious situation with Jewel. Probably doesn't want to move Jewel. Probably okay with this tie-up. Oh, he's going to move the Crocs over to get the assist. He's going to take the block instead against the number 2 Chaos Warrior. Fair enough. That's not going to work. Pippy says, can you blitz and pick up the ball as part of the blitz move? You can. Turn 15 for Tracksuit Mafia. 2 turns left to try to tie this ball game. Stands up the number 9 Beastman, Bro Boris. What do? You take the block on Avril Lavigne, I have to imagine, and then maybe you pick up with Bro Alexander, hand off to... All right, or just take the blitz. That'll work too. Good hit. He got the hit. Well done. He's going to tie this game up 1-1. Well done by Merrick. Look at me just adding die rolls to things. 1 turn remains. 2 turns left for the Pippy fan club. They can still score. Of course, there's always the threat of a riot. The beautiful Tracksuit Mafia cheerleaders. Hank the Rage says, good score, good game. Still would like more death. Tracksuit Mafia gonna get back their KO'd player. We'll see if the Pippy fan club does as well. They get back both of theirs. And so it'll just be a one-man player advantage for Tracksuit Mafia, I believe. Yep, one-man player advantage in Tracksuit Mafia's favor. 2 turns left for Pippy fan club. Just 1 for the Tracksuit Mafia. They have the speed to do it. They can score in 2 turns and win this game. Tracksuit Mafia pulling players back, but not too far. 3 men on the line defensively. Wow. Wow. And 1 safety. Seven backs. Will this be the position he wants, or the formation he wants for defense? Hank the Ranger says, if there is a riot this turn, I'm going to lose my mind. Like he says, pitch invasion, 7 players down, 5 for one, 2 for the other. Pippy fan club. I was about to say we talked about this in the podcast. We talked about this in the podcast episode that hasn't aired yet. But this thin screen is going to give Pippy fan club an opportunity to try to blitz a player and then run a bunch of players down pitch to try to score. Wow, he's spreading pretty thin here. I would commit to one side. It looks like he might be doing that. Yeah, there you go. Has to get in the scoring position, so he has to be at least 10 spaces away from the end zone to score. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There it is. The 8-yard line is where he needs to be at the end of this turn. Hank the Rage says, use the iron wristwatch formation. Yeah, this is spread a little too evenly for my taste. I'd get players over here, do the blitz, and then funnel people down pitch. But who's to say there could be a riot. 1 player back to receive. Tracksuit Mafia. Oh, where do you kick? Where do you kick? Life says, where do you kick here? Try to get on the side and risk a touchback, or just go dead center? Yeah, I don't know. I could go either way with it. Putting lots of players on the line. He's going to try to block down the line. He is. All right. Everybody but 1 receiver on the line. Here we go. Hank the Ranger says, kick it to the Crocs. And changing weather. Lots of changing weather to the same weather this game. Wow, it was very shallow. It's in the hands of Britney Spears. You couldn't ask for much better of a ball carrier. And now Pippy Fan Club does not have to do the roll to pick up the ball. Blitz down the left sideline. Here we go. We'll see a blitz on the number 8 Beastman. We'll see a block on the number 12 Chaos Warrior. Yeah, and then the 2 Sauruses are going to protect the skink. Let's do it. Let's go. Good block on the number 8 Beastman. How far down pitch can he get? Probably going to move the ball. Yeah, probably moves the ball carrier first to here. Oh, wow, it's 2 GFIs. Unless he moves the ball carrier here. That's the only safe place to go without making the GFIs. So probably moves the ball carrier here first, and then he's going to take the 2-die block with the number 7 Saurus, Mariah Carey. He's going to take the block first. That'll work out. Decides to follow up just in case that Chaos Warrior gets any ideas. Tori Amos now free to set up this half cage. Pippy says, is that the skink with sidestep with the ball? It is indeed. There it is. No GFIs to score. Now, Tracksuit Mafia needs to get in front of this cage and do something. I think you free up this Saurus to get over here as well. So I think you take the block on the Chaos Warrior. I think the big guy blocks down the Minotaur. I think you move this Saurus, Gwen Stefani, over here. Everybody else just tries to tie up as many people as you can. There it is, the 2-die block on the number 3 Chaos Warrior, Bro Red October. Good hit. Now we'll see the block on the big guy. Yes, indeed. Well done. He'll follow up. That frees up Gwen Stefani to move back toward the cage and tie up 1 or 2 Beastmen. Probably both, right? Yeah, well done. Well done. What does this skink do? Does this skink sacrifice himself? The sacrificial skink, Shirley Manson. Hank the Ranger says, run away. No, she is gonna foul the Minotaur. And Shirley Manson gets sent off the pitch. Doesn't get anything on the armor roll. Final turn for Tracksuit Mafia. Here we go. Hank the Ranger says, at least you can't die now. You know what? Fair enough. That's actually very, very fair. Very, if that was the intention, pretty smart. Oh, what a game this has been, man. What a fun game. Number 11 Beastman, Bro Semyon moves forward in front of the cage. Number 6 Beastman moves toward the cage. It's not going to matter too much, but it is just preventing any shenanigans over here. It's covering both these spaces with their tackle zones. Every player exerts a tackle zone in the 8 adjacent spaces to him, which both trigger dodges and cause a negative modifier if you're dodging into a space with a tackle zone. So having players spaced 2 apart like this means there's 2 spaces that are both covered. Failed the 50-50 wild animal roll. Unfortunate for Tracksuit Mafia, but I don't know how much it matters. Yeah. Oh, failed the GFI. I would have made it a 1-die block. He's going for the 2-die block on the Saurus. Had to take the block one way or another. Tried to make it a 2-die block. Didn't work out. Blitz. 2-die blitz on the Beastman coming up. If it works out, then the Pippy Fan Club wins this game. Here we go. 2-die blitz. That'll work out. That's all he needs. Pippy Fan Club is going to win 2-1. What a game this has been. Congratulations to El Nubarino. Pulls out the victory in the last minute of the game. What a score that was. Wow, and what a game this has been. What a game this has been. 2-1 the final. Tori Amos, the MVP for the Pippy Fan Club. Bro Armin, the MVP for Tracksuit Mafia. Both will level up. We'll take a look at the stats here. Ball possession, pretty even. Pippy Fan Club had the ball for 50% of the game. Tracksuit Mafia had it for about a third of the game. 38 blocks, successful blocks a pop. 3 KOs inflicted for Tracksuit Mafia. 2 for the Pippy Fan Club. Yards running just about even as well. This was a chess match. This was a lot of positioning, a lot of field control, and man, what a great game between these two very bashy, very strong teams and two very strong coaches. SPP for the night, 8 for Tracksuit Mafia, 11 for the Pippy Fan Club. Britney Spears, I think, levels up on that with those 3 SPP. But that will do it for tonight. We'll take a look at the standings. We'll take a look at the schedule before we leave. Just 2 games left in week number 3. Those will be replay streams, and they will stream tomorrow. Erectile Dysfunction at Pity the Ghoul. That will be tomorrow night, Monday, January 31st at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That game is actually being played as we speak, and that will be followed up at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, Eastern Standard Time, with A Minor Matter at Dead Man's Party. That game just wrapped up. Both those games will be replay streams. They'll be played back to back. They will take about as long as a standard live stream is. But I hope you guys had a ton of fun tonight. Man, I love Blood Bowl. What a fantastic game this was. Man, it was so fun to watch. But Pippy Fan Club will advance into first place at the end of this week. So we will see you back here for the final 2 games tomorrow night, starting at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And until then, I hope you guys have a great evening and enjoy your day tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.